Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Jess, your host for Mondays on the Beaverbunch, and I have a ponytail. That's right. That is right. My hair is now long enough to go into a tiny ponytail. Mary's new nickname for me is My Little Pony. I don't think it's very funny, but slightly endearing. Touch my pony.
I thought you never asked.
So this week, ladies and gentlemen and gray area alike, we are talking about bisexuals. And it saddens me that Lou is no longer a part of the bunch on a regular basis because she is our one official token bisexual. So I'm hoping that she will assist us this week and do a video this weekend. Do you feel the pressure, Lou? That's pressure from me. So the first question, any advice for those bisexual women that have a thing for a lesbian but are afraid of rejection? Oh man, that's a tough one. I mean, I'm not really sure. I mean, I don't know what it's like to be the bisexual who is pursuing a lesbian, but I definitely have. I've seen the interaction, and it's a tough one. And I feel like there is definitely, I don't know, there is the fear of rejection out there, and I think it's unfair. I feel as though there's too much about bisexuality that people don't know, and a lot of stereotypes go into not knowing about bisexuals. I feel like people just sort of, I don't know, push them aside like they don't exist or that they're not real, which I'm sure you guys have heard. Bisexuality exists. It is possible to like both sexes or all sexes, which would be pansexuality, but bisexuality typically means that you are attracted to both male and female. So, any advice? I don't know. I mean, it's really hard to give advice on something that I am unfamiliar with. But my opinion is that you should always go for it. In anything in life, you should just go for it and risk it. Just see what happens. Put your heart out there, and I don't know. Hope something great happens. If it doesn't, you learned from it. Move on. The next question: why the divide between the lesbian and bisexual community? I don't know. I've never really quite understood that, and I feel like that's what it is. People just don't understand it in our community. I think it's hard. It's hard to be a lesbian who only, obviously a lesbian is defined by a woman who only sleeps with women. So it's hard to think about the person that, you're dating, that, maybe they've been sleeping with dudes, and it's kind of hard. It's hard to fathom if that's not your lifestyle. And I definitely understand that point of view, but it's not something that I really care about that much as far as friends are concerned. But I will say this, and I may or may not get some negative feedback on this comment, but I'm not sure that it's my favorite thing when I know the person that I'm dating is also sleeping around with guys. I'm sorry, that's really, it's my personal opinion. I don't know, I just sort of have a thing with it. Maybe it's my own insecurity, and I'm admitting that right now, but it's definitely a hard one for me to take in when it's someone that I'm dating, and I don't know. Although I suppose it would be hard for me to understand if they were dating another girl too, but a little bit harder if they were dating guys. And not just dating, like actually sleeping with them. But I think that stems from the fact that I still have my V card. Like, I've never slept with a guy, and so I don't want to be sleeping with a girl who's doing it with guys. I hope this makes sense. I'm sorry. I don't mean to offend. It's again just my personal opinion. I'm not a professional. The third question is, do you think there is such a thing as bisexuality? I sort of feel like I should have answered that first, and I think I did. Yes, it exists. Kinsey, he was a very interesting guy. Yeah, so Kinsey developed a scale. It's from 0 to 6, I believe. And basically it is a continuum, and on one side you have super extremely heterosexual, and on the other end of the spectrum you have hyper flamboyant gay, or butch. Yes. In the middle you have those gray area bisexuals, and they exist. They're right in the middle, somewhere around there. So they teeter to one side or the other occasionally. But anyone, guy, girl, transgender people, anyone can fall anywhere along that continuum, spectrum, whatever, and that can also change too. I think it's interesting that people like to define themselves immediately. I am a lesbian, I am on the left or right side of the scale, and I will be for the rest of my life. That's not true. That can change also. You can be super totally gay one minute, and maybe one day you wake up and you find a guy attractive. Whatever. It's fine. It's okay. Sexuality is fluid, and if we all learned that and understood it, we would be all the better for it. And we would understand each other a little bit better, and we could sort of be nicer to each other, especially when it comes to bisexuality. So, that's it. That's my video. How'd I do? Is that okay?
My Little Pony.
My Little Pony. Oh, Mary. That's it. Yeah. I don't know. I'm trying to think about other things to say, but I'm hoping that the other Beaverbunch members will bring it in. Lou, pressure, 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 pressure. If you could shed some light on this subject, that would be fantastic. I hope you guys have a really great week, and I will see you next Monday, somewhere over here. I don't know. Bye, guys.